Let's talk Serie B. We've got 3 games coming up on Destination Calcio this Thursday. 3 live games. Let's get into the first one. Dan Cancian and Emmet Gates joining me, David Ferrini, here to talk about the Italian second division. We're showing the 3 games live, and the first one starts at 11:30 in the morning, British summertime. So that's a good one. Juve Stabia up against Catanzaro. The table shows that Catanzaro in 7th, Juve Stabia in 5th, and both of them coming off a loss. Big chance for Catanzaro to get back up and above Juve Stabia into 5th, because it is crucial for a home playoff final appearance. And Catanzaro, Juve Stabia fresh from the 3rd division. This is massive. Gents, what are your thoughts? Emmet, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a crunch game, and obviously you have 2 of the league's leading marksmen in Adorante and Pietro Lamello, a fan favourite of ours on DC.
Cult hero.
I think there's, about 30-something goals between the 2 of them for the public. They're both going for the Pablito.
16 for Lamello and 14 for Adorante.
Yeah, so 30 goals.
Not too many assists between them, though. 3 between them. So they don't like to pass the ball. They like to put it in the back of the net, and that's what we love to see.
But it's going to be a battle, you would like to think, between those 2. And you'd like to think they will, whoever comes out top in the fixture will be it'll be a deciding factor on who wins. And it'll be a cracking game, I think.
I think the Catanzaro are in a bit of a rut here, and they need to get out of it sharpish because they're winless in the last 4. 2 draws, 2 defeats. I mean, we've spoken about them throughout the season. Yamello's a cult hero of ours. They've been brilliant. They've punched above their weight, even though
Pompetti, Biasci, 2 good performers there.
I just think that they're stumbling to the finish line, and they can't afford to do it because
surely they can't miss out on playoffs from here.
Well, you would imagine so, but it's not a matter of getting the playoffs now. It's also
about confidence.
It's about confidence as well, and they're literally stumbling to the finish line.
It's an arm wrestle as well, because Juve Stabia really want it bad as well.
I mean, the playoff spot should be pretty much safe for them because they're 7 clear.
I think whoever wins this they're guaranteed playoff football.
Yeah.
And
especially with 3 games left, 4 games after this round.
Well, if Juve Stabia can win this, they could even chase down Cremonese for 4th, and that means you go straight into the semi-finals. Yeah. So you avoid that initial playoff
although
round.
Cremonese are probably the informed team in the division other than Sassuolo at the minute.
Yeah, on form especially. Yeah. Let's have a look at that. It's Sassuolo, Pisa, Spezia, Carrarese, Cremonese as well. So Carrarese up there could make a play. We're going to show them later in the game. But first, predictions on this game?
1-1.
Adorante and Yamello there, Dan. Who are you predicting?
I'm going to go Catanzaro to reverse their current form, 2-1.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go 2-1 as well. And I think it's going to be Pompetti with a late winner. Top corner. He loves those goals, doesn't he? So make sure you watch that. That is at 11:30 in the morning if you're in the UK. Also, we've got Sampdoria. They're back on DCTV up against Cremonese. And this would have been a battle for promotion at one point of the season, you'd think. But now it's the relegation battlers, the Blue Cecchiati. Dan, we'll start with you. They need goals. Sampdoria need goals.
They need goals, and I think Sampdoria. And I feel sorry for everyone of a Blue Cecchiati persuasion out there, but I think they're going down. Well, yes, they beat Cittadella, but then the game last week, it just goes to show that you can only rely on the vibes for so long.
The vibes, yeah.
They're just not good enough. It's as simple as that.
They're in 17th and they're playing 4th.
Dan said they need goals. They need a miracle.
They do.
They need miracle goals, perhaps. Let's go one better. Predictions on this one? Is Cremonese asserted the victory, or can Samp pull it out? They did well against Sassuolo, Sampdoria at home. They got 0-0.
I'll go 3-1 Cremonese.
Yeah, I'll go 2-0 Cremonese.
I'm just going to have a quick look at Sampdoria's top goal scorers here. It's still Max Coda on 7, then Tutino, who's unavailable, on 5. Sibili, De Paoli, Niang. Niang and Sibili have contributed goals since I've joined in the January window. Let's just say a little prayer for Sampdoria before this game. There's still time, even if they lose this, but time is running out. And it is crucial for them. I'm going to say 1-1. Sampdoria fans, you might get a point out of this.
I think you're being optimistic, but
it is optimism, but
it's positive thinking.
But the ball is round, my friend. We saw Greece win a Euros. So DCTV, the app there, go and download it for iOS and Android. But that is on this Thursday at 2 p.m. British summertime. The late game, Sassuolo Carrarese, and this is already promoted the Nero Verdi, up against a playoff hopeful Carrarese, up from Serie C last season. Can they make a dent in Sassuolo's season here? Can they make a dent in their own? Because a win here will take Carrarese up to 44 points, potentially into 8th.
I mean, Sassuolo have nothing to play for. They've already secured top spot.
But they still did the job on Cesena last weekend.
Yeah, so you would like to think they might take their foot off the gas, but I really can't see anything other than a home win.
Yeah, Finotto and Schiavi with the goals for Carrarese, 5 apiece. They're the leading goal scorers there. Ciccone with the 3, Cherubini with 3, Cherry, the Juve next-gen player with 3 as well.
Yeah.
We were there to watch Carrarese Cittadella, and they can perform on their day. And they beat Sampdoria, let's not forget.
And then they got a draw against Catanzaro. They were 2-1 down, pulled it back. So they do have fighting spirit, but I just think Sassuolo they're champions for a reason.
Going with the big team here, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Juventino figures.
I mean, Carrarese have got enough to play for themselves. Yes, the playoffs are 3 points away. I get it.
Yeah.
But
And they're 6 points above the relegation.
well, that's the
That's their objective.
That's their objective.
So do you think they're going for a point here?
They've almost confirmed Serie B status for another season.
Yeah.
I can't see them getting anything as well. I mean, with all due respect to Carrarese, if they made the playoffs from next season, we might just as well put random teams into a bag and just pull them out to determine the playoffs, because it's a ridiculously good league. Like, you have how many teams that can still make the playoffs now?
Yeah, well, you probably got any one of 10 or 11 that can still make
apart
it.
from Cosenza.
Yeah, Cosenza have been done and dusted. Yeah, they're down in Serie C. And we should mention Avellino up, Padova up, Entella up, and we've got the Serie C playoffs coming. But
we should mention Padova because you both accused me of being the jinx. I went there in October. And yes.
We'll be cutting this from the segment, by the way. Dan, you're always the jinx. You will always be. Yeah. That is the narrative we're going with here for forevermore.
It's a bit now. Okay, I get it.
Okay, so you're going to jinx Carrarese for this game? What are we going to do?
No, far from me. Far from me. They should guarantee Sampa staying up because I picked Cremonese to win.
Okay, Cremonese to win and Carrarese to?
They're losing 3-0 in Sassuolo.
3-0. And is there a chance Loriente for Sassuolo, 17 goals, can he get a tripleta in this game, a hat-trick, and maybe get to 20 and assert himself as the Pablito Award winner, the Paolo Rossi top scorer award in Serie B?
Yeah.
Possibly. No disrespect to Carrarese fans.
I'd be surprised if he didn't get on the score sheet.
Okay, yeah, me too. And of course, Yamelo Adorante in action as well during this round, this Thursday. 3 games live on DCTV. Make sure you go and download the app for iOS and Android or watch on tv.destinationcalcio.com. Of course, join us in our socials, Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok.